Are you working so hard all month only to check your bank account and wonder where all your money has gone? You're not out there buying luxury stuff, but somehow you're still living paycheck to paycheck. You see others buying homes, going on vacations, and investing. But for you, even saving a little feels almost impossible. You finally conclude that it's the low salary that is keeping you from building wealth. Today I want to show you how you can build wealth even on a low income using simple, practical steps that anyone can follow. For starters, I want to emphasize that feeling broke can be an income problem sometimes. A lot of times though, it's a behavior problem. The top 25% of households in America make over $100,000 a year, but almost half of them are still living paycheck to paycheck. So, what that proves is that a six-figure salary doesn't guarantee that you'll be problem-free or that you'll become a millionaire. So if you're tired of struggling with money and ready to take control of your financial future, stick with me. This could be the start of that new life that you've been waiting for. The first step to becoming rich on a low income is learning how to budget your money. Think of budgeting like giving every dollar a job. When you don't track your money, it's easy for it to disappear on things you don't even remember buying: small takeouts, random online shopping, or extra subscriptions. Start by writing down how much you make and how much you spend each month. Then break it into three parts: needs, wants, and savings. A simple way to start is the 50-30-20 rule. Use 50% of your money for needs like rent and groceries, 30% for wants like dining out or entertainment, and 20% for saving or paying off debt. You can adjust it based on your situation, but the goal is to be in control. Budgeting isn't about cutting out all the fun. It's about making sure your money is helping you reach your goals. When you know where your money is going, you'll start to feel more confident and more in control of your future. Next, you need to avoid debt at all costs. Debt can quietly keep you broke, even if you're working hard and earning money. Things like credit card bills, payday loans, or buy now pay later deals might seem helpful at first, but they often come with high interest that adds up fast. Before you know it, you're paying way more than what you borrowed, and it feels like you're stuck in a hole. If you already have debt, focus on paying it off as soon as you can, especially the ones with the highest interest rates. Try to avoid taking on new debt unless it's really necessary. Not all debt is bad, but if it doesn't help you build something valuable, like a skill or a business, it's usually not worth it. When you stay away from debt, you keep more of your money in your pocket, and the more money you keep, the more you can save, invest, and use to build the life you really want. Next up, if possible, you need to increase your income. You are now asking, wasn't the whole point of this video about building wealth on a low income? I know, but the fact is your income is your greatest wealth building tool. Cutting back on spending helps, but there's a limit to how much you can save. That's why increasing your income is so important, especially if you're starting with a low one. Even a small boost like an extra $200 or $500 a month can make a big difference over time. You don't have to get a second job or work 80 hours a week. Instead, look for ways to earn more with the skills you already have, or learn new ones. You can offer services online, pick up freelance work, sell digital products, or start a small side hustle. There are tons of free resources out there to help you grow, and you don't need a fancy degree to get started. The more income you earn, the more freedom you have. You can pay off debt faster, save more, invest sooner, and stop worrying about every single expense. It's not about getting rich overnight. It's about giving yourself more options and opportunities to grow. And while you can build wealth at any income, making more money will speed up the process. Now that you're making more money, don't fall into the trap of growing your lifestyle to match that new income. That's called lifestyle creep, and that's how people making six figures end up broke. When your income goes up, it's tempting to spend more. Maybe you want a nicer car, a better phone, or more nights out. There's nothing wrong with enjoying your money, but if your spending grows every time your income does, you'll never get ahead. Instead of upgrading everything right away, try to keep your expenses the same and use the extra money to save, invest, or pay off debt. That's how you start building real wealth. Remember, rich isn't about looking rich, it's about having freedom. Freedom to choose how you spend your time, where you live, and what you do with your life. That freedom comes from building a strong financial foundation, not from buying more stuff. Life doesn't always go as planned. Your car might break down, you could lose your job, or have a medical bill pop up out of nowhere. That's why having an emergency fund is so important. It's your safety net when things go wrong. Start small if you need to. Even saving $10 or $20 a week adds up over time. Aim to build up at least 3 to 6 months worth of basic living expenses. Keep it in a separate high-yield savings account that's easy to access but not too easy to spend. This money isn't for vacations or shopping, it's there for true emergencies only. With an emergency fund, you'll feel more secure. You won't need to rely on credit cards or loans when life gets tough. And the peace of mind it brings will make it easier to focus on your bigger money goals. Next, you need to start investing as soon as possible. If you want to build wealth on a small income, time should be your biggest advantage. Saving $1 now can be more powerful than saving $100 later. A lot of people think you need to be rich to start investing, but that's not true. The earlier you begin, the more time your money has to grow, thanks to compound interest. It's like planting a tree, small at first, but it grows bigger and faster over time. Here's an example. If you start investing when you're 20, and your goal is to have around $2 million in retirement, you'll need to invest about $450 per month. However, if you wait until age 40, you'll need to invest about $2,300 each month to retire with the same amount of money. You don't have to be an expert. Start simple. Look into things like index funds, ETFs, or apps that invest for you automatically. If your job offers a retirement plan like a 401k, try to put in something, even if it's a small amount. Over time, these small investments can turn into something big. The key is to just get started. Waiting until you make more money only delays your progress. Investing early, even on a low income, can be one of the smartest moves you ever make. Lastly, you have to learn to be patient. When money is tight, it's easy to feel desperate. And that's when people start looking for quick ways to get rich. Things like gambling, scams, or illegal business might seem like fast solutions, but they almost always lead to more problems, not more money. Building wealth takes time, especially if you're starting on a low income. It comes from being patient, making smart choices, and staying consistent. It might feel slow, but slow and steady wins in the race. People who chase fast money often lose everything. They go into debt, get in trouble, or end up back where they started, but worse. Don't risk your future for a quick fix. Stay focused on the bigger picture. Keep budgeting, saving, investing, and growing your income the right way. With patience and discipline, your money will grow, and you'll be proud that you did it the honest way. The truth is, you don't need luck, and you don't need to win the lottery to build wealth on a low income. Even small behavior changes like budgeting and investing made consistently can grow into something big over time. It's not about how much you make, it's about how much you keep, and more importantly, how much you invest, no matter where you're starting today. If you found value in this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the bell notification so you never miss another video like this. Drop a comment below and let me know which of these steps you are working on first. Remember, it doesn't matter where you start, it matters that you start. Your journey to financial freedom begins with one smart choice at a time. Keep earning more, budgeting, saving, and investing, and you'll surely achieve that life you dream about.